Hello everyone and welcome to Whimsy Creations. My name's Becky. As you can see, I've had to remove my slidey mat because it kept sliding, and B, I need to use my cutter. Anyway, I hope this finds you well, and this is my very last one of 2025, which seems really strange, but it is. And I hope for anybody new who didn't catch the last one, I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope you're all looking forward to New Year. And if you're not, if Christmas isn't your time and what have you, let's hope I'm not doing anything Christmassy. So let's hope this takes your mind off things. What I am doing is December, last one, last end of December. It goes through to the 31st. Today is actually the 29th, but I'm actually doing this one, which is my last one. Bookmark and clear packaging is what I'm doing. I won't get through the rest, but no worries. If I wasn't going away, if I hadn't gone away, I'm away now. I'm not here. This is an illusion. No, because I went away, or I've gone away, however you want to term it, I wouldn't have had to do them so far in advance. So if I'm at home next year, I might be able to get through all of them. But now, because I haven't got my cloth on, my bracelet's going to rattle a bit, but I'll try and make the best of it. And I've only got the top half, so you don't get the awful bright things in your eyes. Anyway, the lights, that's what the word I'm trying to say, the lights. So, bookmark and clear packaging. Well, I've got my clear packaging. This is my clear packaging. This is, I keep all my packaging, you can see, there's the end bit. And I cut a piece off because I was experimenting. And I've got some random bits here, some random bits that I've kept in my stash that I thought I'd use as either belly bands or bookmarks, whichever I want to use. There's another wide one here. They're taller than a page, so I can use them as a bookmark, but and bookmarks I usually have sticking out the top anyway. That's a little one, but you know, you don't always have to have big ones. I don't know if I'll get all these done. 3, 4, 5. And I started one because I wanted to see if it works or not. And what I did was, what I'm going to do, which, you know, you don't have to do this. You can do anything you like with the packaging, I think. You know, I probably won't have seen what Barbara and Luise have done, or anybody else for that matter, so I'm not sure I'll be watching videos while I'm away. But what I thought I'd do was make windows, and that's what I'm going to do in these, put some windows in. And I've got my die cutting machine out here, but I have to stick it to the mat, and I've got my die cut. This is how I store all my die cuts. This was an idea I stole from Tracy Fox. She used to do something with file fold. I think it was Tracy Fox, but I decided I don't always have to have rectangle. I can use circles. So I gave circles a go with this one. This one here. I was having a play. Oh, I've lost my bit of packaging. It doesn't say it has to be see-through packaging, but I decided to use you know, I decided, oh, it does say clear packaging, beg your pardon, it does say clear packaging. I didn't think it did, but I'd already decided to use this. And I've done 3 holes in this with my, here they are. I think they're quite nice, actually. I'll probably keep them. And I've cut a piece of this to go behind. And they're like little specimen circles, aren't they? So I thought it would be quite nice if, you can't see this, I'm afraid, because it's, I'll see if I can put it on here. You still won't be able to see it because it's see-through. But I've got these little leaves here. I thought I had 3. Maybe I've only got 2 left. What did I do with the 3rd one? I know not. I do not know. But these are real leaves that I've pressed myself. Let me just get my leaves out again. Here we go. This is what I've pressed these myself. Some of them, here they go. These are eucalyptus leaves, and I thought they were quite sweet, so I thought I'd have 2 eucalyptus and 1 of the fern ones, and I'd make them into little, put them away. I don't think I'll be using them for all of them. Where's my bit of plastic? See, even I can't see it. So where's this bit? I hope you can see okay. That's going to go, these are going to go underneath this. This is going to go on top of here, or underneath here, underneath there, I think. And then I'm going to have another piece. Whoops, you can't see down there, can you? Have another piece on top as to keep them in. Right, so I'll do that, and that. And then I'll put another piece on top. So let me cut another piece the same size. Right, so it's not easy to cut this plastic. It's not like acetate, which is what I usually use, but the prompt said clear packaging, so that's what I'm using. And I don't want to rummage to the top of my cupboard and get some more out, because I save all my packaging. Don't we all? All junk journals save all their packaging. So I'm just going to cut another piece out. Oh, where's my big scissors? Might be a bit easier with big scissors. Yes, it is. I'm cutting another piece out to go on top. And that will then go on top there, like that. And I can't see if it's overhanging. It is overhanging a little bit. But once I've glued it on, I can trim that off, can't I? It doesn't matter if it's overhanging at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. So let's get this one out of the way. So first things first, where's my other bit? Here it is. Let's glue this bit on first, shall we? Before we lose any more stuff. Where's my, here it is. Let's glue this on. Down there. Down here. And across there. I don't know if that's in quite the right place, but we can adjust it, can't we? So, just make sure my packaging is actually clean. Pop you on there. I'll go outwards so it doesn't go in. And then we put these in it. Now, oh no, that one's falling apart. These are very fragile, these leaves. They really are. There. Now we need to glue a piece on top. And what I'll probably do is edge it so you can't see the glue. I'll probably go around with washi tape or something. I need to put this somewhere so I can see it to glue. I want to actually glue this time. You can't see if I'm here. Let me go up a bit. There we go. I've got this bit of tape here because I'm filming in a different way. You know, I still can't see it, but never mind. You know, so you can't, so I'm trying to make it so you don't have to struggle with the lamp reflecting in my glass glass mat, you know. I mean, I much prefer working on my glass mat, there's no two ways about it. It's just that there it was. I just nearly dropped it. I didn't quite. There isn't as much room. Put you on there. Yay! It worked. I'm going to leave this to dry for a little while, and then I shall trim it, and then we will see if the glue shows. I'm just going to let that dry. I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore, but I think that's really cool. Can you see? I think that's quite cool. And I've got tassels and things for the bottom. I'm just going to put that to one side to dry. Right, let's do some more. These ones aren't all going to be specimen ones. I just thought the circles reminded me of specimen, and I do want to make them so bits show through. So I've got some of these fun shaped ones here, but I need tall and thin. I don't want anything too big. Oh, that's a nice size, isn't it? That'll go on there nicely. Shall we have the window at the top, the middle, or the bottom? I think we'll just have it in the middle of this one. Of course, you could also have a round one as well, but I like the wiggly bit of this, so wiggly bit. It's a very technical term, that wiggly bit. So you go on top, you go underneath. I think I'll do all this bit first, and then I can move my die cutting machine out the way. I know it's a frozen one. It looks like a kid's one, but my friend bought it for me, so I use it. And I like it because it's manual, and you don't have to hear the stick on. That's it. I've got a snap as well, and I've got 2 Gemini. I've got a lot of them, but the Gemini make a lot of noise. And really, and there we go. Once that done, it's not very straight, but it will suffice. Put that there. So that's one. Let's do. This is a nice big one. It'll just fit in. I think this will be too. Oh, no, it's not too wide. It's a nice big window. Do I want one that big? Shall we have a? We could just have a skinny one, and then just a little peep. Nope. What about this one? I think that's the same one as I used before. Yeah, we'll use one more of these, and then we'll use 2 of the straight ones. I'm not going to do any more round ones. The round ones are nice, but I will want to make them into specimen cards, and I'm not going. I knew specimens can be square as well, but I thought with the is that level? I know you should stick them down, but I often don't, I must admit. Right, that's about as close as I'm going to get to being right. Let's pop you in there, little man. It should go straight through because there's only one layer of paper. But it is going to, of course, have clear packaging through it. So that's 2 of those, and then we'll put these away, and we will have the other ones. So put those in there. In you go. The reason I have them in here like this is because they come from all sorts of different people, and I had so many different size packagings. It was driving me up the wall. So I've got these ones, and these ones have faux stitching around them, and then they can go the other way as well. So let's find a, whoops, knocking them everywhere. This looks like a good size. That's nice, isn't it? I'm going to lose a bit of flour, but I don't think that matters. These are just some random bits I had in my stash, these bits of paper that I think I've said that I was keeping for either, can you see, either belly bands or bookmarks. Let's just get that straight, that's it. I don't even know if these are cut straight, but hey, let's cut that one. I thought I'd bring you along for the whole thing rather than do this first, you know. Let you watch the whole procedure. Oops. Oh, hang on. What do we got here? It's caught. Let's cut you. I don't know why that didn't cut. There we are. No, there's no faux stitching on there. Oh, it's on this piece. That's quite pretty. I'm going to keep all the cutouts because they are nice. And this plain one, which I thought I might make a bit of a grungy one. And I'm going to use the same one again. I think I use the same. I'm going to use a smaller one. A bit different. Oh, I'm just going to clip that off. I don't think this has been used, this one. It's still got the connection clip on it, look. Oh, I don't know where that went. Flew somewhere. Right, let's have a little bit. I think I'm not going to have them in the middle either. I'm going to have it at the top. Just for a change. I don't know why. I haven't thought this completely through. As you can probably tell. But I'm just having a bit of fun. I might have to stick this one with my low tack tape. Let's get you in the middle. And then it's good this is bowed a bit. If these were like for precious things, I would do it with tape, but honestly, ooh, that should do it nicely. There we go. you out. You'll make a nice something for something. Let's put that one over there. Let's put these away. Sorry, just going to have to clear my desk now. 2 ticks so I can get everything out of your way, out of our way. That's it. Well, that didn't really stick, but it definitely helped doing it on. I tried doing it on the mat earlier, and that was impossible. I just don't have so much working room, that's all. Right, that's those 3 out of the way, done. I can get in there. Why aren't you in? Never mind. We'll put you away in a little while. Just need a slurp of my coffee, I'm sorry. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a diddy one here, but I haven't done that. But I do have 4 big ones here. Right, where's my packaging? Because it's clear, it's difficult to see. Oh, here it is. So let's cut one piece. Let's cut this bit off. I don't quite know how you're supposed to show this stuff on a video because nobody can see it. Even I'm having trouble. Right, so let's cut that bit off. I'm just going to do these a bit like envelopes, I think. Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. Might just stick them to them. Can I mark these? Let's see if I can actually make a mark on these and see where I have to cut. I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a go. Oh yeah, that marked. Right, let's cut you out. Here's the packaging. It does get quite staticky. So I'm doing this all in one stage at a time, you know, like we're supposed to with compartmentalization thingy that Louisa was saying. Sorry about all the ums. That's a bit, need to be a bit lower. That I need a bit of room to. Gosh, I wish I could see what I was doing up there somewhere. Oh yeah, up there. This one's a bit bigger, so let's drop you up there, and then down here. Chop that bit off. Don't need that bit. Yeah, that's you. I'm putting them on top so I know where they are. Let's cut you there. You're exactly the right length. So cut you up. Let's get my big scissors out. It's a bit easier. Oop. Right. You fit on there. Yep, I'm going to stick them on the back anyway. So, and last but not least, you little fella. Let's get you over the. No, get you over there. That's it. I need to cut that there. Yeah. Put that over there. Oh, he's a bit narrow. I might have to cut another bit for him. I'm not happy with that. That's too narrow. Doesn't give me any room to give me any room for gluing, you know. Let's just cut him off. Cut that bit off. Right. I want it a bit wider. So we'll use you, we'll cut you there, and we'll cut you there. Right on the edge. There we go. Cut you here. That flew, here it is. That's where it went. That fits nicely now. Now then, let's just put those back because I don't think I need them again for a while. I've still got these bits of paper. They've been sitting there for ages. I like to have some random bits of paper on my desk, though. It's usually very useful. As you can see, the back hasn't been covered yet, but it will be. It will be. It will be. Right. Yes. So let's glue that on then. I know a lot of you people use double-sided tape, don't they? I've had, unless you buy, the ones I've used in the past have failed at some point, so I did a little while ago. But if you push it away from the aperture, then you're fine. Right, then I can see that. Where can I see that? Oh, I need my light. There we go. There and there. Right, we'll put something pretty on the backing there, and we'll back that, and then we'll decorate the front. So that's him. Oops, we don't want that leaf on. That's him done. Let's do the same with these two. 3 even. Let's go around you there. Around you. I haven't actually got anything particularly stunning out yet to put in front of these windows, but a couple of them I want to use in my vintage ones. Poor things have been sitting on the side for the rest all over Christmas, you know. Oops, there's just a bit of something in the middle of that one. There we go. Again. Leave that to dry. Mark on that one. And the same with you. How big are you? There you go. Let me just get that again. Where is it? It's right. I could mark it with a pen, but you know, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? I just make things difficult for myself, and yet I still need some new art clear glue. But I do have some other white glues that I can use. But we have to put the lid on every time, otherwise it gets a bit cross with itself and it clogs up like it's got a cold, and it doesn't like the cold art glitter glue. It does not. And when you leave his cover off, his lid off, he gets a cold and he gets bunged up. Right, on this side is the nope. That one's quite nice. It's been cut on the decal edge at some point. So, right, and the last but not least, is there a right and wrong for this? No, you're a bit wide, I think, but I can trim you afterwards. Take the lid off there. This is like mass making, isn't it? Just I've said numerous times, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't mind a bit of mass making. Don't think I could do it every week because I don't have the room for the stock. You know, I mean, it's great that if you've got plenty of room to store stuff, then that's great. But I suppose when you mass make, you don't have to make hundreds, loads and loads of them. You know, sorry, there's something on this. You could just make a few of each, couldn't you? Or couldn't I? I don't have to do loads. Right, that's that fella. There's none sticking out, is there? No. So we've got our 4. And that 5th one sitting over there drying. So we've now got, oh, what's that? Hang on. Oh, that's just on my desk. I thought that was on one of the windows. Well, now I've got to decide what I want inside and how we're going to back them. Well, this one and this one need something sort of quite robust. These two are cards, so they don't need quite so much. These two could probably get away with coffee dyed paper. I don't think this one can. So we want something nice behind them. So let's start with the 2 easier ones. I think we will have some coffee dyed paper. I don't know what that was. Coffee dyed paper. Here we go. Here's some coffee dyed paper. Not quite long enough, but I'll have to add some to the bottom. Let's put. I want it to cover the whole of the back, you see. Actually, if I did you like this, you would cover the whole of the back. So let's mark you then. And before I put you on, we'll put something nice in the window. I don't like doing it with a pen, just in case I make a mistake. Let's do it with a pencil. Just inside there. Just inside there. Right then, I think we'll get the, whoops, get this out for this. Sorry you can't see the bottom of this, but I'm only cutting paper. I'm hoping that's straight. I don't mind a tiny border, as I say, because it's a nice piece. What's the wrong side? It's a nice piece of card, you know. So I don't mind a bit of border. Right, I managed to cut that too long. But don't ask me how I did that. Let's trim a little tiny bit off. You don't have to do it with coffee dyed paper. You can back it with anything you want. I just wanted to back this. Gosh, it's still too long. I just, what's the matter with me? I just wanted to do this one with coffee dyed. There we go. That's going to go on there. And then we're going to put something in the window. And then I think what I might do later is I might stamp the outside of this. I want something in there now, don't I? Let's put you away for a second. And that's away for the second. And think what we'd like to put in there. But we've got to get each piece ready, haven't we? So we'll put you to one side because we're supposed to do one bit. We're supposed to do each thing, each section. As this is going to have coffee dyed as well, because that's not a very nice back, is it? And that's not going to work. So I'll put that away to use another day. Get my coffee dye out. And get a piece of that out. And do the same with you. Let's mark you up and see if we can do a slightly better job than last time. I don't mind a tiny border. Well, no, let's not have a border. Let's not have a border with this one. That I didn't do a very good job with that. I've got a thinner one here. Here we go. There we go. Let's see if that will fit nicely. Yes, it does. If I've got any bits sticking out, I will either trim them off or coffee dye them or ink them. That's those two. Right, these two need a bit of like coffee dyed card, don't they? I don't know if I've got any big enough pieces though. Let me get my coffee dyed card out. I might have to join it, but it's no big deal. Let's see. That bit's quite long. Ooh, ooh. That'll do that piece, won't it? And then I'll put a piece of paper on the back because I think that's an old Christmas card. But that's not a problem. That'll make that nice and sturdy, and it's wide enough as well. Then we want another long one for the other one as well. Oh wow! Actually, I think we could probably use that one for both of them. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I use old. Anybody, a lot of friends give me their old cards, and I just sit and coffee dye them all, and they make great bits of backing card. You know, it's a very cheap and easy way to find backing card, but I do need to cut this to fit. So pop you there. There and there. Well, no, let's not do it there, otherwise I'll cut it off. There. That's that one. I suppose what would have been nice is if you had a double-sided scrapbooking paper that one side you could write on and the other side would be pretty. That would work too, wouldn't it? I just decided to do it this way. Have I got this too long as well? No, I haven't. That fits on there. And I like the fact that it's plain there. I can put something nice there. Right, let's do you. Let's do this little fella. It's going to be a bit weird because this one's cut with a decal edge. But what do I do with my pencil? How can you lose a pencil on a desk this small? Get another one. Simple. Get another one. Oops. Cut you. Make sure it's straight. Oh, that's loud, isn't it? It's a bit of a harsh stamp set. I think that's slightly short, but not actually. They make really good stamping pieces. I know. We're sad, aren't we? But hey. There we go. That's fine. Right. Pretty things to go inside is the next job. So let's do that for all of them. And we'll put pretty things inside, put the back on, and then we will decorate the fronts. What do we want in these? Well, I'm going to do my 2 ones for my vintage ones first, as always. I've got some bits here. I've got some more vintagey bits in here. A bit fed up of those. Let's see what I've got in here. Can you see? I still haven't sorted this out, I'm afraid. I thought I had some. Oh, I have. That's a bit long, but I like it. There's another one here. Is that shorter? That's even longer. What else have I got? I've got this nice sewing machine, but you won't get all that in. I've got a lovely bobbin. Let's get a few of these bits out. They're all vintagey. Nice, couple of nice old pins. Black and white photo picture. Button. I'm just getting a few bits out so I don't have to keep rummaging through this box. And this is a nice piece of lace, and I wouldn't want to put real lace in because I think that would be too bulky. Right, we've got some nice photographs here too. Look, I could put a couple of those in. Let's see if I've got any more. That's dark. Oh, those 2 are nice. Look, that's a good selection, isn't it? Let's get these and see what we're doing. I think they're going to be way too long. I'm going to lose the end, aren't I? I do like the idea of these vintage photos, though. I'd lose half the bottom of the other one, but it would go in. It's obviously a strip, isn't it? That's quite clever, that. I quite like that. Let's just see. There's another one here of cows, I think they are, but it's clearly a very old picture. Old negative. No, I don't want pictures of cows in my journal at the moment, thank you. I have nothing against cows. I like cows, but I like that, I must admit. I know you've lost a little bit at the bottom, but I do like that. Can I fit a little paper pin next to it? Nice safety pin next to it. I quite like that. Let's just, I might come back to you, lady, Mrs. Lady. I've got a little bit of the thread thing. Put you there and you on top like that. Nope. I think, well, I know I want them there. I think I want some. Oh, I got some old-fashioned cameras somewhere. Where are my cameras? Here they are. Here's my old-fashioned cameras. Really old cameras here. Here's one. It's a bit big. I don't think you can see what I'm doing, can you? I'm rummaging through my cameras, my old cameras. Oh, there's a nice small one. He would work. How about an old clock and an old camera? Quite like that. Alternatively, I'm sorry, but no, I think I'd lose too much. I might not lose much of this flower. I think if I put in a flower in like a coloured one, there needs to be some colour on it, I feel. I mean, I'm going to put some colour here and here when I decorate that one, but have I got a nice... That's nice. And I could put a diddy little butterfly on. Or I've got one even smaller than that somewhere. I know I have. Actually, I like that red. Might leave that red there. I think I will. Yeah, because the rest are all too wide. I'm just going to get my diddy butterflies out. I've got some really small butterflies here. Let's move you. I'm sorry, you're not going in cameras. And I'm going to get a very small little butterfly out for this. I got some diddy ones. Something to go with the red. Or not clash with the red at least. Oh, no. A nice bee there. Well, I'm not sure it's a bee, it's a beetle, but he's too big compared with that. That's pink. Nope. It's too big. I'm going to have to get some of my really small ones out, aren't I? A lot of my little ones are G curves. Oh, this isn't. I could cut one of them out. Oh, that's a nice one. Shall we cut that out and just see if I've got anything in my, in here that I can do? Oh, that one. Oh, let's just cut this one out. Sorry, these aren't fussy cut because they'd get lost. I think that's why I haven't fussy cut these. So I'm going to cut this one out in the middle here as best I can because they're very, very... I don't know where these came from. I have not the foggiest idea. And he's not going to have an antennae, and he's not going to have any metal antennae either, I'm afraid. Antenna. Because they would stick too far up on my paper. I don't want to keep that. Why am I putting that there to keep? Yeah, have him smelling the flowers. Yep. So that's you two done. Right, let's put all my vintage stuff away and think about what I quite like that lace. I might keep this for... Well, those two are done. It's a big wide one here. Oh, sorry, you're not going in either at the moment. Right, this piece of doily. Nope. New, don't want that. Right then, what we're going to put on you, you've got colour on the outside, haven't you? So you need some colour on similar. Let's just, I've got some, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, let me just move my butterflies and it will sit flat. I don't know if you can see right over there. I apologise if you can't. Let's move him over here and then pull this over, then you can see a bit better. I've got some lovely, there's some blue on there, and I've got some nice blue doilies, and I thought a bit of that sticking out might be nice. Or the whole thing even. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Need something, I don't know if I want the whole thing though. Maybe half of it with a flower on top. I wanted one without flowers. Oh, that's nice as well. That colour goes with that better. Alternatively, you can have a look. Oh, that's so pretty. Not going to get much of it, I don't think. How much of it am I going to get? Oh, quite a bit. It's upside down, woman. Quite, oh, I do like that. Do you know, I might just do that. I just think that's so pretty. Yeah, I'm going to make this a pretty one with some lace and stuff. Yep, that's that one done then. Get you in there. Because that doily has already got a flower on. I'm not going to do any more to it. Right, that one's upside down. Let's turn you the right round. And I don't think I can put a flower on here because there's so many flowers on the outside. We can have a bit of neutral doily though. Ooh. That's nice. I like that. What else should we have under there? What have I got in here? I've got some scrapbook cutouts here. Let me see what we've got in here. Lots of lovely little bits and bobs. They might all be too small though. Doesn't matter though, does it? Because we've got those flowers on, but I don't really want flowers, do I? I have got some cats here. Not that I'm doing a cat journal any time, but fairly unobtrusive, aren't they? Well, I've got some quotes. This is from sort of, oh, I know what would go well. A bird. A bird. Let's have a look, see if I can find a bird. Let's, oops, a medium bird, I think. No, they're butterflies. Medium birds. Here we go, medium birds. It's a bit big, isn't he? I'll lose too much of him. I want a tall, thin bird, which might have to be an owl, but I'd rather it wasn't. I've done a lot of owl stuff lately. Sorry, I'm just looking through this, but it's difficult to do that. Let's just move them to one. What? I've just spotted one. Oh, I'll lose his tail, but I know he doesn't go, but I love the way he just... he's a serious contender, he is. Well, they're all the same. Here's another nice one, isn't he? Don't lose so much of him. But I love this colour with this pink. I don't want to put that bright yellow in there. What else do we have? We have these pink ones. I think they might be going... Come here, you. They have... Some of them have a lot of greenery. That one's nice. I like that one. That is quite nice, isn't it? Still think I prefer him. Right, I think I might have to use him. Could be here all day otherwise. You know how long it takes me to... He's cute, but he's loses beak. Let's do this one with that doily. I'm going to cut that doily down. So let's cut you down. I only want half of you. So we want you to there. So I need to cut you about there. I always keep the cut-offs, always. There. Put that away for now. And let's start assembling, shall we? No, that doesn't go there. That goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. Right. Go back to the beginning and start assembly line. Start an assembly line. Right, you two are going in here. And we have to make sure I get you in the right place. Let's ink you up a bit. Got a nice neat outer layer, but I'm just going to ink it up a bit more. Oh, I don't know how long I've been on. Well, as always, if you don't get it to the end, I will, of course, show you at the beginning of the next one, as I do. I don't like that white bit in the middle of the paper clip. There we are. That'll do. And I think I might ink. No, I won't ink that. Right, let's make sure we need some glue. We need a glue book because we need to get these in the right places. Let's move you out the way and you out the way. Of course, it's quite difficult to work so high up on my desk. I want you like that. and I want you there, so I'm going to have to put a little bit of a mark. Where's my, this one will do nicely. I can see that nicely. There we go. You two there. Yeah, let's do that. That's sticky one. It's not gluey, is it? I know the wheels have to go just below that to get the top on. Oops. Perfect, yeah. Pop you on. I'm going to glue you on. Yes. Then we'll decorate the outside as well. So, let's go all the way around this. I've enjoyed the December Ember, but I'm really looking forward now to get back onto my my journal. I've got so many journals I want to do, and I always like to finish one before I start another, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. I do want to finish at least one of my vintage ones. I know I'm doing two together, but I'd like to finish one at least. Get underneath. Thank you. Right. Just going to let that dry a bit. Let that dry for a minute. Let's just put the lid back on you so you don't get angry. So, right. Happy with that. Ink the back, and we'll put a tab on it and a tassel on it and things. I might around the edges, I think, as well, and we'll decorate that one. So he's got his inserts done, shall we say? Right, this little fella. I'm going to put a little mark on him in a minute. Let's just ink you up a bit. You're going to go there. And this little fella. There we go. I'm going to go with there. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on its side a bit so I can get closer. Put you there. Well, I don't need to put you on. I just need to know where the bottom of this flower goes there. Yeah, there it is. I can just about see it. Let's glue you on. Sorry, I need to lift it up so I can see the mark. And the tiniest butterfly you ever did see. I like the fact that there's sort of like no other paper underneath, you know. Yep, that I'm happy with. I'm going to go around this. Be easier to go around the paper than the card, I think. So. There we go. Across we go. There we go. Really and truly. Apart from the bit in the middle, I'll put a bit of glue stick there, and I'm going to pop you on here. Pin in here. Oh, I'll have to trim you a little. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim you a tiny bit, aren't I? Rather that though than see the back of this one, because the back of this one is an end page, so I don't want that. You'll need, let's trim you now. And then you're at the same stage as the other one. Then I will have to see how long I've been going for. I would like to at least, oh, we need some more glue on there. That's not glued down there. Where does it not glue? Here. Oh, it is glued, it's just not glued very well. My art glitter is being a pain. Come out. Right, that's you done. That's 2 of them done. Let me just peek, see how long we've been going. So, just got a few more minutes. I can just, I'm wondering, just finish these 2, and then I might just, I have to back that later. But you know, I'm just going to stick a bit of stuff on there. So, this is the wrong one. That one went there because I liked the blues. That one goes on there. I got myself in a bit of a muck. That is pretty much in the right place, that. Put you there. In that little mark. I know you don't see all the doily, but I just think it's very pretty, this one. And this will have lace and stuff on it as well, this one. Right. Just going to ink the edges a little bit. That's Grand Express, so I don't want, there we go. Only because it's been deckled edged, you can see all the white. Right, I think I'm just going to use that up there, and the same down here, because it sticks so much better. Go up the sides, and then I'm going to put a little bit more art glitter go around the centre here, just to make sure that bit glues down. Let's pop you on here. Come off. Whoops. Crash bang. I don't have much room at the best times, even less at the moment. Yes. I like that a lot. I've got that bit on the other way around, but actually it's universal paper, and you've still got that nice flower that way and this nice flower this way. So, yeah. I like that. That bit must have been right in the middle. Pop you over there. Let's get all you guys on. Let me make a mark on here. Nope, I'll put you on. Just stick him in the middle, I think, and cut off his tail, poor thing. Cut off his little tail. Just make sure. Got your little tail off, fella. There we go. Right then, let's glue around you. Is this gluey? No. I'm going to put any artless glue on this and see if it glues okay on its own. If it doesn't, I can always stick some under, but yeah. A bit thick there where his tail came out, but wow, they're all done. That as far as that anyway. There they are. Let's move my glue book a minute. Put the lid on that. Right. I think they're quite cool. Let's bring him back, or her back. That's all right. We can trim this up a bit. Considering they're a bookmark, I think they're okay actually. That one's, I didn't trim that very well when I actually made this. There we go. Right, we need to put something on the back of that, which is fair enough. I will do that. It will probably just be washi tape, I imagine. Thin washi tape around it to border it. Because I don't want them, I want them still to be clear, you see, so. This is where it's sticking out still. Yeah. He's cool. Right, so, obviously we've got to back those two as well again, but I will do that. I just want to get a few, at least one or two finished in the few minutes we have left. So I'm going to use this one. I don't want them. Is this? Yeah. Just going to edge them a little bit. Corner them, should I say, not edge them. And I'm going to put a hole in the bottom for their... Well, I won't do that on these two because these two have got to be backed, but I'll do it on one of the others. I'll finish off... Should we finish off one of these ones? That doesn't have to be backed again. So you can see what they'll be like when they're completely finished. There's that one, and then there's this one. So we will decorate them. And I've got these little things here, if I can reach. Where are they? Where are they? That's not them. That's not them. I got them out the other day. Oh, here they are. I've got lots of bottom bits for. I've got some little ones. They look nice on the bottom. It's a bit small, that one, as you can see. So, but I do have some longer ones and bigger ones. I might put one of those on the bottom, or I might put one of these on the top, particularly the vintagey ones. I've got some of these are quite good. They have a got my skin's caught in there. You can put one of these on top here, and that would make quite a nice bookmark, wouldn't it? One of those on there. You open them and clip them on. And then I need to do a little bit of decorating around here, a bit of inking and everything. But yeah, that's that. They're bookmarks with made with, well, with where I've lost my December ember now. Completely. Here it is. This is my last one. This is bookmark and clear packaging. I think we've covered that brief. Bookmark with clear packaging. And actually, I really like them. And I'm not sure yet. I might turn some into belly bands. I know they said bookmarks. I might not. This one definitely, I think I'll turn into a belly band. I think it's yeah. I think it might get damaged as a bookmark. Anyway, I don't know. So I might put some of those on. And I will show you them at the beginning of my next video. But my next video, I believe, is, let me just go to my video list, is yes, that's 29th, 2026. the next one actually is just Craft with Me 27. So that'll be nice. We can do a bit of finishing off. Maybe do a bit of finishing off with that one. Let's see. Then we've got Satisfied Saturday and Mindful Monday then. So yeah, you will see these totally finished at some point. A couple I might just pop in my stash. Probably these two. I'll pop in my stash. And I'll keep these two out to go into the vintage ones. But anyway, thank you for following me on this December thingy. Challenge, prompts. And as I say, if I'm not going away next year, I'll hopefully do them more closer to the actual days they're supposed to be done, rather than like 3 weeks behind or 2 weeks behind or whatever I am, you know. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed these past few 12 little videos that I've done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to doing journals now. I don't know how I'd feel if I had done all 31 of them. But yeah, take care everyone. Look after yourselves and have a very nice and happy new year. Take care.